This is Barbara DeLong, and I painted and channeled the Cosmic Deck of Initiation, which has recently been re-released, along with a handbook that gives detailed instructions on how to use the deck, and most recently, the digital app for those of you who want to use it on your cell phones. Because this is not your ordinary tarot or oracle deck, I thought it important to give you a hint as to the kind of information and material you can get from the deck. While it can, of course, be used for prognostication, its original intent was for those who are on a personal spiritual journey and seeking insight and wisdom that has been carried within for eons of your spirit's journey. The deck enables individuals to become their own master teacher, learning from that which has personally been gathered over time and not following another's teaching or pathway. The spirit's journey is unique unto each individual, so information will always be unique, and the interpretation and application as well will differ. The deck is very personal, and the more you use it, the greater it will serve you. I'm sharing the meaning of one of the cards to give you a hint as to the kind of information they will share with you. For further information, you can go to cosmicdeckofinitiation.com, and the link will follow the meaning of the card. Enjoy and learn. You have drawn the law of frequency. This indicates that energies are shifting and balance is difficult. New levels are being established. Communication with others flows in new patterns. The intensity of your inner frequency is changing, so too is your perception of several new situations. New aspects within bring new levels of frequency with which to work. As you raise your energy level, you raise your frequency and take the next step in evolution. This becomes the new frequency upon which you broadcast this lifetime. Learning takes place with greater frequency. We draw an element of consciousness in by repeating our connection to it. Spiritual energy is of a high frequency. Anger is of a low ego-based energy. As we move into different levels of spiritual awareness, we will experience times of disharmony as the different frequencies reestablish themselves. Energetic shifts in energy and frequency are often times of changes in balance on all levels. When you feel these shifts in your energy, look for the cause and ease your way into a new balance. Times of upset often will bring the frequencies down, so try to focus on love and balance to raise the frequencies and create a greater flow in your journey's pathway. When working with a pyramid spread, the following insights can be applied to the Law of Frequency card. If your card falls in the circle for body and health, it indicates that as the solstices and equinoxes draw near each year, there are changes to the earth, solar, and cosmic energies that surround us, and we have to adjust to those changes. This may often create a disturbance in our personal energies and cause us to feel out of sync or balance. With these shifts, sleep and eating patterns will often seem out of rhythm, and the flow of energy within will seem confused. These are times of readjustment and realignment. Best at these times to keep the schedule as free as possible, for when the energy of the body is out of rhythm, so will the thought and reasoning process be as well. Drink lots of water at these times so as to flush out any toxicities that may have gathered within your system. If your card falls into the circle of future, it indicates that we ride an energy wave throughout creation, and at times the ride gets bumpy. By the way, that's how the universe keeps you on your toes. There will be many times of change in the future as you try on different modalities for the expression of the gifts and talents that you are developing within your being. Utilizing your hands for many different expressions of spiritual energy seems to be natural for you if you so choose. Everything from writing to energy work with others is an option for you. The element of putting puzzles of all sorts together is another area as well. Remember, these can take on all sorts of different aspects, from pictures to life's directions. Try not to limit yourself, for the greater the options, the greater the rewards. If your card falls in the circle for career and finances, it indicates the energy and power within you will stimulate an inner restlessness that will direct you into many different outlets for career possibilities and opportunities. There is an inner force that drives you into new directions for the expression of the creative energy as well as spiritual wisdom and growth. One moment you will be focused on creativity, the next on the application of new wisdom gathered. You are drawn to new modalities and ancient philosophies, and the combination of both awakens new directions for you to explore. You are creative, and those skills will open doors for you that might otherwise have been closed. Never downplay the benefits of the creative in any aspect of your life, for what you have gathered over lifetimes have been gathered for reasons to be applied later in your evolution. That which may seem minor at the time of gathering may well tip the scales in your direction later on in evolution. A diamond is a common rock until it is cut and polished. You hold within you that same clarity and brilliance. If your card falls in the circle for mind, it suggests that thoughts flash through your mind in split seconds, and reasoning takes on new dimensions. You will find that your ability to analyze challenges and determine a variety of solutions has increased greatly, ever knowing that the more diverse the solution, the greater the return for your investment, whether it be time, energy, or monetary. Others will be drawn to you because of your ability to scope out situations, and for you this will be almost a game. You are ever looking for challenges and places to exercise your gifts, and when you can't find one, well, you just create one. You prefer to learn instead of teaching. To you, teaching implies you have all the answers, and if that's the case, the joy of finding solutions is gone, and that puts you in the loop of repeating yourself over and over. The energy flows through you at such high frequencies that it is like taking a shower in wisdoms. The more you gather, the greater the force of energy that is generated by you. This energy draws you into higher realms of the fields that are surrounding you. There are many times when the energies take you out of this realm, this dimension, and carry you into other frequencies not of this earth. Those are times of wonder as you become, for a time, a spectator traveling the realms and entranced by the visual vibrancy of the kaleidoscope of colors and rhythms that embrace you. If your card falls in the circle for love, love is an aspect that is woven into every element of your being. You flow upon the energy of this quality, and everything you touch is flavored by the aspect of love. You are ever aware that the frequencies upon which you flow are love of the purest kind, and that is what you seek in others. That characteristic that incorporates loving energy into every fiber of life and watches it as it grows and sees other aspects of the universe with its very essence. For your love is a celebration of countless details of an individual and how they interact within their environment, what they share without expecting a return, and the flood of energy that is ever around them. Joy on all levels accompany this quality of energy, and laughter puts the miracles into the mix as well. If your card falls in the circle of spirit, it indicates your spirit is rich with creation and seeks ways of planting seeds in others that may, in their own time, awaken to the magic within. This is a spirit that has evolved to a level that, while it is still on a pathway in the physical, it is also on a different pathway in the spirit realms. Because there is this duality within you, often there will be a celebration that you experience but don't know why. For now, just enjoy the party. You'll understand it later. Spirit brings joy into your life, and there is a new awakening as to the journey you are on. You're letting go of many traditional forms of spiritual beliefs, and yet you hold the simplicity and purity of all of them deep within, for they are of an universal nature and all come back to the same oneness in the end times. There is focus on the stars and what lies beyond them, a curiosity as to what the cosmos holds in store for us. An interest in astrology calls to you, but from ancient times, not current. They seem to have information beyond what we do today, and you reach for that knowledge to try and understand the messages they have left behind, not so much from language spoken, but from the images they left to signal us from the past, to point us in the right direction for the future that awaits us.